In this video, we will learn how to use regressions and kind of understand them in context. So, the first question at part A says, without the use of a calculator, write the regression equation. Define the variables used in your equation. So, we have to write the regression equation without a calculator. So what we can do here is we could take this intercept, and that can serve as our y-intercept value, and we can take the capacity and we can use this and multiply it by our x to get our equation up here. So we take these two numbers and we use them in our equation up here, and the intercept would also obviously be added to the capacity, which would be multiplied by x. So then our variables in this would be the y-hat, and this would be our predicted price, because it's our regression line. It's the line of best fit to try to predict the price of certain of these different hard drives that are at different storages. And our x value would be the different capacities of hard drive. So we could plug in different capacities of hard drive to see what the predicted price of them would be. So now moving on to part B, explain the meaning of the slope and the y-intercept in context. Okay, so the slope of this would be the added cost of the hard drive as the capacity goes up. So what this is basically saying as the slope is basically an identifier of, as the capacity goes up, how fast does the cost go up. So if the slope's really high, which it obviously is when it's being multiplied by 103, then it's, as the x value goes up a small amount, maybe say 1 terabyte or 1 terabyte, then the price is going to go up significantly, $100. But if the slope was low, then the price wouldn't go up for as much for a greater change in your x value. So the slope basically here shows us how fast the price goes up when the capacity goes up. Now the x-intercept is the base cost for one hard drive. So you can't have a hard drive with zero capacity, but basically if you had a hard drive with a really small amount of memory, what is the base cost that hard drive would cost? Because if you had a hard drive with a really small memory, it wouldn't cost nothing, because nothing's for free, but that our y-intercept would have to be our base cost for our hard drive. And then moving on to C, it says predict the price of a 3 terabyte drive. So now we can do this by plugging in 3 to our equation that we made up here. So we would here plug in 3, times it by our 103, and then add our y-intercept, which is our base cost, and that would give us approximately $330. And that is our predicted cost of the hard drive. So part D, it says Mr. Shaheen found a 3 terabyte hard drive for $300. According to your regression equation, determine why this is either is or not a good buy. So luckily we just did the predicted price of our 3 terabyte hard drive, and our predicted price was $330 using our equation. And Mr. Shaheen found it for only $300. So that would be approximately $30 under what our predicted price of that hard drive was. So that would be a good buy because it's a lesser price, because you always want to pay the least for anything you're buying. So that would be a good buy for Mr. Shaheen at that price, because of our predicted value was higher than the actual value of what he found it for. And now we can understand regressions in context and know how to use them a little bit better now.